you get these 4 things right, you're going to get yourself success in the gym. I'm Mark Bohannon and I work at Ultimate Performance, and we're responsible for getting over 25,000 results with people that are just like you. And by following these simple tips, these 4 tips, this is going to give you the best chance possible of getting a result when you went to the gym. There's a Benjamin Franklin saying, which is, if you fail to prepare, then you prepare to fail. That's exactly what you are doing if you're not setting yourself a plan before you walk in that gym. And you see them, they walk over to the dumbbells, they know they should be squatting, they know they should be lifting weights, but there's a comfort blanket, which is the treadmill. So instead of lifting the weights, they say, this time around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 15-minute walk on the treadmill. They do the walk, they go home, and sometimes they never come back to the gym. Maybe they come back 2 or 3 more times, but the reality is by not having that plan is what has set them up for failure this time around. So my advice to you is, before you walk into the gym, make sure you have a plan. We've actually got a great book, which is called it's a program design book. I'm actually going to put some links down below, which will give you the chance to go and take a look at that book. And if you're interested to find out of exactly how we work with our clients, then give that a look. So when they put this plan together, they set unrealistic targets. So rather than saying, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, they set these crazy goals like, I'm going to train 5 times a week or 6 times a week for an hour and a half at a time. And the reality is that that's not going to work. You need to set yourself a plan that you're not going to stick to for the next 3 weeks, that you're going to stick to for the rest of your life. There's an ancient story of a stonecutter. He's got his hammer and his chisel, and he's working away and he's hitting that chisel away with his hammer and hitting a rock. And he's hit this rock 100 times and there's not even one single crack on that rock. But on that 101st hit, the rock cut in 2. And it wasn't that hit that actually cracked the rock, it was all the ones before it that actually made that difference for that rock to separate in 2. And the sort of moral of the story is that it's not the effort of that one hit that makes the difference, it's all the ones that go before it. So if you're expecting to walk to the gym and do 1 or 2 workouts, or to do 2 or 3 weeks worth of workouts, and to have bulging biceps from your t-shirt or have rock solid abs in the mirror, the reality is that's not going to happen. It's going to be that 101st workout, that 102nd. But the next thing you need a goal. If you've not got yourself a destination, you've not got yourself a goal, it's quite easy to be aimlessly wandering and meandering your way around the gym and not actually getting to that final destination, which is your goal. So, I mean, I'm going to take you all back to school because I'm sure everyone at some point has heard about a SMART goal. It's 5 letters, right? So the first letter is an S. So the goal needs to be specific. It needs to be very specific of what you actually want from this goal. So rather than saying, I'm going to lose some weight, attach an exact number to it. So say that I'm going to weigh 170 pounds by this certain time period, or I'm going to be a size 8 in this certain time period. So be very specific with what you're trying to achieve in this goal. The next letter in SMART is M. So it needs to be measurable. So you need to make sure you can actually measure that goal. So like we mentioned, if you set in a weight target, that's quite an easy one to measure. About a time you want to run, or it might be about a dress size you want to be, or about a weight you want to get to. But make sure when you set that goal that you are setting yourself a goal that is measurable. The A stands for achievable. So you need to make sure that goal is actually realistic. Now, that's not me saying that all goals aren't achievable, but when you set a SMART goal, you don't want to set a goal which is crazy off there in the distance. You want to set something where it's measurable. So most goals, I like to say, set a goal which is 12 to 16 weeks away. And once you've achieved that goal, you can make your way on to the next. The R stands for relevant. So the goal actually needs to be relevant to what your broader objective is. So I've talked about having longer drawn out goals, then that might be a year or 2 away. You need to make sure that each individual goal actually is working towards your bigger objectives in life. An example of that might be that you want to look great on the beach next summer, and you want abs and you want all that stuff. But at the moment, you are still 50, 60 pounds overweight. The first goal might be, actually, I'm going to make sure that I'm setting a weight loss goal. So when it comes to more of a muscle building goal next year, I've actually achieved that weight loss goal first. The T stands for time bound. So when you actually put a goal together, you need to make sure that actually set a date you want to achieve it by, because you set a date like 12 weeks. When does 12 weeks start? Does 12 weeks start today? Does it start tomorrow? Or does it start in a week's time? So rather than saying, I've got a goal 12 weeks from now, say like by the 8th of August, 2000, whatever year, I'm going to get to this weight. So that makes sure that the goal is very specific, it's very measurable, it's achievable, it's relatable, and it's time bound. You expect it to be fun the first time around when you walk in the gym. And the reality is, like, you might have friends, you might have colleagues that are working out and they say how much they enjoy working out and you think they're crazy. The reality is it takes time. It takes time, and it takes practice, and it takes effort and multiple times of going to the gym. But as you start to see your results come, as you start to put more time and effort into the gym, you're going to actually finally start to enjoy working out. And you look at your friends and you look at your colleagues and actually realize they weren't crazy. They were just like you. They just put the time and effort in that was needed to actually enjoy working out. As you can see, they're not huge mistakes and they're very simple to fix. So set yourself a plan. It's something that everybody can do. Like, have an idea of what you want to do when you actually walk to that gym. Making it realistic, again, super simple. Then setting a goal, a SMART goal, and making sure that you set a realistic target that is measurable, that is achievable, and that has a time attached to it. And then finally, like, you're not going to enjoy it first time around. That's the biggest thing that I want to stress to you today, that working out can be fun, but you have to earn the right to actually enjoy it. This is the first video in a series that we're making, educating you on exactly how to get the most out of your time in the gym and how to get the best possible result. So if you want to see more videos like this, you can hit the subscribe button. And if you've got some ideas or you would like to see a particular video about nutrition, training, or supplementation, comment down below, and if we like the idea, we'll create a video just about that topic.